Welcome back to my film career on F124. Today we have the Canadian Grand Prix, a circuit which I'm not normally very good at, and with the element of rain added for qualifying and the race, it could be quite tricky, but we'll have to wait and see, I guess. It's going to be mixed conditions in both sessions as well, so that's just going to make things even more interesting. So here we are in Q1 with some rain, so I'll get straight out there on 7 inters, but it could dry up towards the end, so I might have to go back out later on. We'll have to wait and see. So we'll do this first lap on inters, but looking at these track conditions, I reckon it could dry up quite quickly. And I think I will be coming back out at the end of the session. Norris has a 119.2. This has felt like a decent lap so far, but I just don't really know where my pace is going to be compared to Verstappen and Norris. There we go, and up to the line, it's going to be quite far off, 5 tenths off. Not good at all. But that would be good enough for now, however, track conditions probably are improving. Yep, so it's going to be dry tyres. Wow, look at this long queue of cars. So the rain was short-lived in this qualifying session. We're already back to dry at the end of Q1, and everybody is on track to try and improve. I mean, I'm going to end up P20 by the time I get to the line.
Lando has P1. He's in pole position.
Lando's gone fastest. Where will I go? Seconds behind him. George Russell has been eliminated. Okay, so Q2, as always, just the one run at the end. We don't have to worry about whether now the rain has been and gone. There we go, then just need a clean lap, and it should be enough to get me through. Up to the line, should be safely through, but where will I be against Norris? P3 behind Verstappen as well, that is not a good lap. I did go purple in sector 3 though. I ended up dropping down to P6. Wow, very tight margins in the top 10. What the hell is happening here? Alright, just go past. If there's one track where you don't want there to be tight margins, it's the track where you struggle at. And Canada is a track where I struggle at quite clearly. I'm going to need a very good lap to make sure I have a decent qualifying position here, as I'm about to start the banker lap. Hopefully I can just get myself up there straight away. Oh no, not good there. Norris has a 110.6 to go quickest. For me, it's going to be a 111.3. That's a terrible lap. I think I might actually try and stick with Leclerc here. I think I could do with a slipstream. Not yet though. Don't want to get close to it now. This could maybe work out if I get a slipstream. I need a big improvement here. Hopefully a slipstream from Leclerc will help. We'll have to wait and see. But now this is what I was planning for. I should get a really good slipstream from Leclerc down this straight, and that might save me a little bit. We're in this slipstream, and I'm gaining a lot of time. Get back into a slipstream again. It's going to be a big improvement. Only goes second though, but without that slipstream it could have been a lot worse. So Verstappen did beat me in the end, but I reckon I gained at least about 3 tenths with the slipstream down the back straight in the main straight. So without that I could have been down in P7 or 8. So here we are on the grid. I also forgot to mention Lance Stroll in P4. After this podium in Monaco, it's clearly given him some confidence, and that's a great position to start his home race from. So the strategy, obviously here it says inters to inters, but as you can see the rain will stop, so I will try my best to try and extend those inters into the dry weather.
Here we go then, the formation lap is underway. These are wet conditions here today. Each driver will no doubt be mindful of the wet surface as they prepare to race around the track.
It already doesn't seem that wet, so it could dry up a lot sooner than the weather forecast says, as we have 5 lights, and it's, wow, lights out already. Verstappen got a really good start, I got a bad one. Is Verstappen going to challenge for the lead? He is, he's into the lead. I've got Stroll alongside of me, and I'll try to get back ahead of him, up the inside. Now it's going to turn to the outside into turn 2, get a better traction. I want to hold on to this P3. Yes, nice, but Verstappen takes the lead away from Norris. He had a really good start. I think I'm going to struggle for pace here. I won't be surprised if Verstappen and Norris get away. End of the first lap, Verstappen leads the way. Currently sitting in P3. I just feel like I'm struggling to keep up with Norris a bit here. Maybe if Norris and Verstappen start battling, I'll be able to catch up to them and get involved. But at the moment, I think they're just going to pull away. At least I'm kind of pulling away from Stroll. It's good to see I might still have some pace over him. Otherwise I would be very worried if he was quicker than me.
We anticipate an end to this rain in around 5 minutes.
Okay, if the rain is going to end in 5 minutes, then we'll definitely be pitting for dries before we need new inters. But at the moment, Norris is ahead of me, so I'd either have to double stack or do another lap. I think a double stack would probably be better. But I need to think about what strategy I want to do from when we go on to dries. Because I don't know, would a hard tyre make it to the end? It's hard to know when you just don't know what lap you're going to be pitting. Just kind of a waiting game at the moment, see what the weather does, and then make a decision on the strategy for the rest of the race. A set of mediums definitely wouldn't make it to the end. A hard tyre could do, but it's just like, is it worth taking that risk? But then I feel like going for a two-stop is also a risk.
2.4 seconds.
Oh, yellow flag. Wait. Verstappen spun! No way! He had such a good start, he was managing the lead, and he's just thrown it all away. Oh, and he hit the wall as well. Was it on the curb? Yeah. Wow. He is really not going to be happy.
Oh, fuck's sake.
I wonder how far back that's going to drop him as well. It looks like, looking at the minimap, he might just be outside the points. I don't know what is going on with Norris and Verstappen this season. They're just constantly making mistakes like that. It would be quite tricky to go to the end on a set of hard tyres, but it could actually be worth just pitting for hards anyway, and then if I need to pit at the end, I do. Because if I pit for the hards, both options are still open, then could be ready to pit this lap. I'm boxing this lap. Yeah, okay. Is Norris going to box as well though? No, he stays out. Wow. Okay, just me then. I just about get that slow down in time. So I didn't have to worry about double stacking anyway, as Norris stayed out. That's very interesting that he stayed out there. And I think I made the right choice picking for hards, as Perez and Hamilton have done the same. But now, what's the grip going to be like? Might have been a bit too early actually. I think Norris has stayed out again. Wow, yeah, I think I definitely pitted too early then. I'm surprised Norris didn't pit that lap. Everyone else has come in, other than the Ferrari and Aston, Stroll and Leclerc. Maybe Lando has called it right then. As long as he pits this lap, if he stays out another lap, he's definitely throwing it away. Yeah, he's in now. Alright, I think Norris is leaving the pit lane now. Yep, he is clear ahead. Should still come out ahead of Stroll though, at least. But yeah, he's even further ahead now, Norris. But at the moment, let's talk about Lance Stroll. He is still in P3 even after the pit stops, and he is on for a home podium at the moment. Norris does another fastest lap. I go even faster somehow. No, I'm definitely not going to do a fastest lap this time. Oh, yellow flag, what's happened? Tsunoda's out the race. Norris did a 116.6, I did a 116.7, so I'm about a tenth slower than Norris each lap. We'll probably get down to about 114.2, something like that. I don't have a scheduled pit stop. And looking at the tyre wear, oh yeah, these will definitely make it to the end. Realistically, we need a safety car to make this race interesting. But we already had a yellow flag for someone retiring and we didn't get one for that, so... Oh wait, just as I say that, we've got more yellow flags. And it's for Verstappen! This race goes from bad to worse.
Yeah, something broke on the car.
Okay.
That is Verstappen's second mechanical DNF this season as well. In just 9 races, Norris is now into the 114s. I just about break into the 114s there. Ooh, I went purple sector 1 as well, but I might have just thrown it away with that exit there. 114.3 for Norris. Will I be able to go quicker when purple sector 1? No, but it is into the 114.3s for me as well. So that exit cost me the fastest lap there. And of course the reason why I'm so focused on this fastest lap at the moment is because it is 1 extra point for either me or Norris. Let's see, does he go quicker this lap? Yeah, 114.1. I've lost time that lap, so yeah, that is not looking good. Up to the line, no. I think my guess of a 114.2 is looking pretty accurate at the moment. Norris has done a 114.1, I've done a 114.3, so my prediction is in between our 2 lap times. Oh, I haven't even noticed, by the way. Alonso has got ahead of Stroll. When did that happen? Is Alonso going to take away the dream of a home podium from his teammate? At least Norris has put up a bit more of a fight today, and he's proven that he's still in this fight. I was a little bit worried it might become a bit too easy for me, but Norris has showed me otherwise today. We're now about to start the final lap of the race already.
Final lap, push, push.
Well, as I make my way down to the final chicane, it's going to be back to winning ways for Lando Norris' first win since China, and he won it in dominant fashion, and it's also going to be our first 1-2 since China as well. As I think Stroll just got Alonso right at the end there. Right, here we go. Did Stroll get the podium? Yes, he did! Lance Stroll got a podium at his home race. With an overtake on Alonso. We need to see that overtake. Let's take a look at this overtake then. Stroll has the DRS open. He pulls to the right hand side and he just breezes past going into the chicane. What a move. Alonso didn't fight it. Maybe a bit of team orders at play there, because Alonso didn't catch up to me. But anyway, Stroll deserved it anyway, no matter what. That's also back-to-back podiums for Stroll now. He is on a roll. Stroll is on a roll. Like I said, once you finish, Norris will take points out of me in the championship. The gap is now back down to 20 points, which it was before Monaco, so it's basically not changed since Imola. And Verstappen has dropped behind Hamilton now. In the Constructors, there's just no way we lose this now. It's ours, we have one hand on it.